Hi, in this video I will try and address a very common question that is being asked very frequently these days. With the halving approaching quickly, only a few weeks away now, and with the substantial increase of Helium hotspots on the network, people are asking whether or not it is still worthwhile mining helium and perhaps even investing in a helium miner. There is a lot of information out there which will allow you to speculate on these things, but I don't like to speculate, and I most certainly don't like to give people financial advice on how to invest their money. So instead, what we are going to look at is the simple mathematics of owning and running a helium hotspot. And from those figures, hopefully you will be able to infer and make your own decisions. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back and we'll get straight into the mathematics of it. Hey everyone, Layman here. Thank you very much for coming back to the channel. If you're new around here, I welcome you to a little community where we try and answer all questions relating to helium and other projects that are near to the community's hearts. In this video, I'm going to try and address a very basic question that everybody's been asking these days of whether or not mining helium is still worth it. But before I get into this video, just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for information and entertainment purposes. So please do not construe any of the information contained in this video as financial advice. If you want to invest in any project, then please consult a suitably qualified financial advisor who will be able to advise you far better than I possibly ever could. So now that being said, let's get into the mathematics of running a helium hotspot. First of all, we have to factor in the cost of a helium device. When you buy a helium hotspot, there are several things that you need to take into account. The first and foremost cost is going to be your investment cost of buying a helium hotspot miner. Now that, depending on which device you buy, could be somewhere in the region of $1,000. They used to be quite a lot cheaper. Now, since there is a global shortage of chips and semiconductors, prices have shot up. So devices now cost somewhere between $400 to $650 plus shipping and customs fees. Now, that is the bulk of your investment. So let's take that as a starting cost. Now, once you've got your helium hotspot, you need to worry about two main things. First of all, you need to worry about connecting the device to a power supply. Now, these devices reportedly only consume a minute amount of electricity, namely approximately 5 watts. I have done some calculations, so let's look at how you can work out how much it would cost in terms of electricity to run a device for 24 hours a day for an entire month. I am not going to take into consideration the cost of internet, because most of us already have an internet connection at home that we already pay for, and that is not going to incur any additional costs. For the purpose of these calculations, I am not going to factor in the cost of the internet connection, and I am only going to look at cost that this hotspot is generating as you add it to your internet setup. So I have done some research, and the average cost of electricity in the United States for each kilowatt hour costs approximately 13.19 cents. Now we'll calculate how much it would cost to run this device for 24 hours. So in order to do that, we'll take the wattage, which is 5 watts, divide that by 1000, which is 1 kilowatt hour, and times that by the amount of hours, which is 24, times the cost of electricity per kilowatt hour, and that will give us the cost of running a device for 24 hours in cents. So in order to run a device for an entire day at a cost of 13.19 cents, it would cost us approximately 1.5 cents a day to run this miner for an entire day. Now times that by 30, so that gives us an average cost of about 47 cents for an entire month. So as you can see, the cost of running these devices is extremely low. Now that begs the question on whether or not mining Helium is still profitable. Let's look at some figures. So we will work with the figures after the halving as of the 1st of August, and currently there is approximately 5 million HNT that is being mined every month, and as of the 1st of August 2021 that is going to halve. So every month the total supply or the total minted HNT each month is going to be 2.5 million HNT tokens. Now, from the basic tokenomics or token economics, 40% of that mined HNT is going to go to the early investors who hold the Helium security token and to the validators. Each of those get 34% and 6% of the mining shares respectively. The remainder, which is 60% of the entire Helium tokens each month, which equates to approximately 1.5 million HNT tokens every month, is going to be distributed and mined by Helium Hotspot owners like you and I. Now currently, as you can see, there are approximately just over 80,000 Helium Hotspots on the network. However, by the end of this year, this number is expected to increase substantially. Estimates are that there are going to be approximately 250,000 Helium hotspots online by the end of this year and into 2022. Now, what we need to do is we need to calculate an average yield of HNT per Helium hotspot for each month. I am going to work from a very conservative point of view. In the worst case scenario, we will have 500,000 HNT hotspots. I know that is a lot. If you want to work with 250,000 Helium hotspots on the network, you can simply double the figure that I come to at the end. So for the purpose of this calculation, we are taking 500,000 HNT miners and 1.5 million HNT tokens. So 1.5 million HNT tokens are going to be distributed amongst 500,000 HNT miners. Now that gives us an average earning of 3 Helium tokens a month. Now if you calculate that 3 Helium tokens a month at the current price, and I'm not going to play with the price figures, of course if the price of the token increases substantially, then obviously the yield and the profitability of the mining will also increase substantially. But in order to give you an example, we'll just go with the current price and say the Helium token maintains its current price at $13 US. That would make the monthly income at around $39 US. In that case, it would take you approximately 1.5 years to pay this miner off completely, and everything after that would be simple and pure profit. So the very important thing that you must understand is, first of all, you must be able to get a return on your investment, and that is what the key is here. I hope that gives you a picture of where you stand, but as I said, this is absolutely the worst case scenario. And of course, if you work with a figure of 250,000 miners on the network, that amount will double, and the miner will easily pay itself off in a year, because you'll be earning approximately twice the amount that I've estimated. Now, those figures aren't set in stone. I need you to remember that your mining results will vary depending on your unique location and your demographic. So it will all depend on how many miners or how many other hotspots are in your vicinity, and how many hotspots you are able to witness, and how many others are in return able to witness you. So that all plays a very key role. As I said, these figures that I'm giving you are just an example. They're not set in stone. So please make sure that you try and work your own stuff out before you decide to make an investment. I hope this video is helpful and it helps you answer that question on whether or not Helium is still profitable or whether the train has already left the platform and we are too late. If you need more information on how the Helium network works, please check out this link up here. It will tell you how this whole mining process works. So check out that video. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And please make sure you hit that bell icon so you can remain updated as and when new videos are dropped. So thank you very much once again for all your support. I really appreciate that, and make sure you hit that like button if you find this information useful so that the YouTube algorithm can recommend this video to other people and they can benefit from it. So thank you very much. If you have any further questions, please be sure to leave a comment. I always try and endeavor to reply to all these comments. Thank you very much. Look after yourselves, and I will speak to you soon.